Hello and welcome back to Planet Zoo. I hope you're doing alright. I hope you're all prepared for whatever this is going to be. As you can probably tell, I'm not 100% back to health yet, but I really wanted to build. So, that's why we're here now. And I'm also going to be recording more episodes for the career mode campaign. Whatever you want to call it, pretty soon. So, you know, I might as well get started somewhere. Is this overkill? Is it overkill if I line this whole thing with this? Probably. But also I really like it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm just doing it this way to make sure that I have, you know, somewhat good line up here. It's not perfect, so I gotta get rid of these and then redo it. This is just gonna be the small front porch, right? Which is going to have just a small amount of flowers, because I do sort of want the front of the building to have something other than just a big white wall. And I'm also going to be decorating the walls and like everything, but I'm probably going to be doing that in a sped up episode. I don't know. What's your guys' opinion on that? Would you prefer it if I did all the detailing on this house in a sped up version, or would you like it as a regular episode? I'm honestly open to both, but it's just gonna take a while. You know, and I don't want to spend 3 episodes building a building. I mean, I regularly do that anyways, but might as well try, right? So obviously the whole building is sort of floating here, so this is actually at a pretty low level in comparison to the main building. And pathing here is going to be a pain, like a huge pain, because this would work, right? And then I have to get this up at the exact height, which I can, and then I just have to align the grid here and pull that through. There we go. It's not completely straight, but it'll do. And then path. Hello? Hello? Can I? No, that's fine. No, go away. No, you're okay. You stay up there. There we go. Okay. At least that's taken care of. Just making sure that all the pathing and everything is, you know, not completely weird. Where do I want this piece? I want it to... no, this is bad. I need a piece that aligns quite well. Come on. I used this as a barrier for a lion habitat once, like this exact piece of stone. Or like piece of fence, I suppose, and it worked really, really well. I wasn't expecting it to, because when you look at it like this, you'd think that there is no way that would actually stop a lion. And realistically, there is no way that would actually stop a lion. But the game doesn't care. It stopped the lions. So I'm not complaining. No. Why, game? Why? So yeah, we're back to me trying to place things correctly. And then we're gonna also put some flowers in there, of course. Because this whole zoo is really just gonna be a giant garden at this point. I have some ideas for some of the other habitats, but I just want to, you know, very slowly build the whole zoo, bit by bit. Because we do have some other series going all the time that are a little more fast-paced. Time scenarios. What would I give to not have to play any more time scenarios? I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them are fun. Once you get past the initial, hell that is trying to figure out what to do. But once that's taken care of and you sort of have an idea of what's going on, it's actually okay. Okay, yeah, so we have like this small little front porch almost that we can fill with flowers. And because I'm a sucker for widget, we're gonna fill it with these guys first. Because I want to. It doesn't make a difference. Like, it will not make a difference. I just want to. I could also just use like normal earth paint, but I think there's no dirt paint that looks like plant dirt. What do they call it? Mulch? I don't know. How do you pronounce this in English? Because here we pronounce it mulch, but that's obviously very not German. Very not English. It's very German. It's very non-English. Mulch? I don't. Mulch? I have no idea. The stuff that you use to fertilize the plants. We're going to use a lot of that, so that our gardeners don't get bored at any point doing this. Whee! I need like... I'm fairly certain that there's hotkeys for this, right? But... like for moving things? Because they have to have hotkeys for that at this point. Or maybe most people just don't build this huge amount of unnecessary buildings and actually build a zoo like you're supposed to in a game about building a zoo. I don't know. But I'm not doing it. So they should have expected that. Okay, there we go. Next I have to go in with the terrain paint to actually make sure that it doesn't look like there's any long grass underneath. Guess that would look a little weird. There we go. Okay. So we've got the basic idea of our weird building here, except for these two. I should maybe do the roofs. Just maybe, you know, so that if it rains, the building is protected. I've been playing a lot of Valheim lately, and Valheim does this thing where if it rains and your building doesn't have a roof, all the wood will actually, like, die? Sort of? It will break, right? Because there's rain falling on top of it, of course it's going to, like, break and stuff. But it's so annoying because when you build larger buildings, right, like, let's say you make the floor for your building, right? You have to be careful because even while you're just placing the floor, if it starts raining, the whole floor is just going to start degrading and you're going to have to repair all of it. And I really, really like the building system in Valheim, but that always freaked me out so much. Most of the system is really, really cool. It has some weird bits and pieces where I'm like, why? Why Valheim? Why? But other than that, it's a really, really nice game. I know that it's not meant for you to sit there all day and just build, but that's what I'm doing. So yeah. I have a really, really nice building. I'm on a server with a friend and we have this pretty giant village thing going. Instead of, you know, killing bosses, we just build. Not how you're supposed to play it, I think, but it works and it's fun. That's what matters. Okay, let me just finish this roof here. You need to leave your group and go up. Come on. Go. I think we're like charging nothing for entry tickets in this zoo. But it's like pretty sure it's still at like the €3 that you have to initially pay. That won't ever cover the cost of the gardeners. There's also no visitors over here, obviously because there's no animals. So the whole place is just empty. Which is sad, because we really should have visitors over here. You know? In real life, all the people would be standing in front of this just to take pictures. But yeah, I think it's turning into a pretty nice zoo. It's a little, you know, a little chaotic because there's like this big thing in the middle and then there's the weird river and then there's the castle. But I think it's gonna turn out alright. So now for habitat design. Of course, first and foremost, we're going to do a grid in here. No, grid, full grid, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about those corners because they look a little weird. But of course we're going to cover the whole inside with pathing because this is going to be a small interior exhibit thing. I've been considering getting some screens. So for those of you who don't know, you can now import media into the game. So like if we go here to the media devices, I think these screen panels and such, you can, no, can I please place the screen panel? You can import any textures that you want to, right? They have all these nice thingies and videos and everything. But you could import, do they have anything like that already? I don't think so. But like you could import, for example, videos of butterflies or just pictures of butterflies. And then you'd have sort of like a butterfly house, which I think would work really, really well for this place. It's a little small, but we could like use the wall, the walls here fully to sort of pretend that this is like a big, it's the biggest screen. Right, use some 4x4 panels and make like a big, big screen that would then... Because I don't think you can do it with these, can you? Because it would fit quite... It's too big anyways. Does this actually like... Yeah, okay. A bit too big. But we're gonna have to test if the screen would work. Just let me... Right, so we can import files here. And I was thinking, we're just gonna leave it on empty. We could do that and make this sort of look like there's butterflies on either side. But I'm gonna have to import files for that. So for now, I'm just gonna have the screens up here. But we're gonna pretend that there's an actual thing there, okay? Like it doesn't look like it, but there's something there. And then the next thing we have to do is we have to put in flooring in here. Some sort of limestone, yeah. Because obviously, as you can tell, here we go. Yeah, the pathing doesn't do exactly what we want it to because it's pathing. It's not meant to form platforms. So that's just what we're gonna do. Whee! Don't worry, the visitors can just walk in that. It'll look a little weird, but it's okay. No visitors were killed in the making of this building. At least not yet. Right, and now technically speaking we could lower this down a bit. But I want to make sure that it goes on top of the wooden markings of the corners. So for now let's just we have anything I could put in here for the meantime? Do we want to? No, go. Yeah, let's just leave up the koalas for now. There's not gonna be koalas in here, don't worry. Yeah. This picture is so cute. I just want something as like a way to, you know, figure out where I'm going. So then we have these exhibits that... How are you obstructed? Can I not place you on flooring? Are you floating? Okay, so you can't place them on flooring. So that is why I killed the flooring, because now I can just go and be like... Okay, maybe let me just... For the time being, because I do need to see the floor, let's do this. just go away for a second. But like I could go and... Oh, it's asymmetrical, isn't it? I had a plan, but I don't think the plan is gonna work like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then I'm gonna go and grab the path and put it back over. Well, the path, the floor. The floor. And put it back on. Should fit. And now I should be able to get... I'm trying to place 6 of them. Maybe not the best. Maybe I should just remove the flooring still. Perhaps not the best plan to have a full 6. So basically, as you guys know, you can't really have very, very large exhibits, right? They only come in these pretty small sizes. For whatever reason, I don't quite know. I suppose it's because it's easier to animate them if it's just one box, right? And that's fine. No, what the game? Why are you doing this? I'm just... No! Stop it! I just want to place exhibits! Why are you doing this? Anyways, I'm trying to have 6 next to each other. That's the whole story, but I can't because the paths keep doing their own weird stuff. Game, I just want normal paths. Do I really have to redo the paths now? Ugh. This is a grid. Like, I'm literally running on a grid. But it won't let me run on a grid because... of what? Like... Game, don't make life any harder than it already is. Okay, so no 6x6 habitats apparently, because the game doesn't like me. The biggest pre-build we have is 4x4, right? So I'm gonna grab a 4x4 and put this in here, if I can, without the pathing killing me. Let's work with this one, because that seems to have the least additional pieces. What? Game, I hate you. Let me go down there, pretty please. This is why I tell you to never put a roof on top. Don't be me. Don't add a roof. You're only gonna sabotage yourself. Believe me. So now this needs to be somewhat central, which it's not gonna be. You're not gonna let me do that, are you? Oh no, it is. Okay. Is this symmetrical? Yeah, I think so. Right now, somehow, not all of them have paths connected to them, which is the absolute weirdest bit that I've seen, but I don't really care. Because we're going to delete the whole shell. All we want is the pieces on the inside. Eee. Because I'm trying to make it look like there's one big exhibit instead of 4 smaller ones. No, that was the wrong one. Let's not delete the actual exhibits, please. Which, you know, it's not as good as actually having 4 separate exhibits. Or like a one 4 tile exhibit. But it's as close to that as we can get. Is there still a piece of metal up there? Yes, of course. Planet Zoo, why do you put so many pieces in this? I just want to erase everything. There we go. Go away. You too. Yes. Good night. Goodbye. See ya. Never. Okay, that should work. Now I'm gonna take this piece, right? Duplicate it and have it over here. As soon as it snaps in. There we go. This one got 3 paths. The only one only got 2. The other one only got 2. Well, they're gonna have to live with it. And now we're getting visitors because now there's something going on here, even though it's literally invisible. But it's still interesting enough that the visitors are gonna come. Do I need to raise it like a millimeter? There we go. Yep, guys, hello, but there's nothing here. I mean, thank you for coming, but there's nothing in the exhibits. Just saying, like, you're all welcome to stay. But I'm not sure why you're here. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think they care. They're just like, oh, look, there's nothing here. Oh, look, there's nothing here. Oh, look, there's nothing here. Now, obviously, the room is quite open, yeah, which isn't ideal. We're gonna have to figure something out for that. But for now, I want to put animals in these. And I'm gonna do... You know what? How about we do... this is always difficult. I'm gonna do the giant Malaysian leaf insect, and we need 8 of them on one side. Yep. So these 2 are gonna go in here. Yeah. These 2 are gonna go in here. Now, obviously, you can tell that it's 4 different habitats, right? And that's it. People are going to be able to tell that it's 4 different habitats because there's glass in the middle. We can't undo that. But we can use the outside to make it look like it should be one big habitat without 4 glass panels in the middle. It's not ideal, but yeah. You'd also like customize it with some different decor. I don't like that plant. There we go. You know, just turn on some different items on each and every one of them. This one is just gonna have a lot of logs and some leaves, and this plant, even though I don't like it. And then in here we're gonna put a lot of leaves. And this plant. There we go. And then at least, you know, it's still not ideal, but you can make it look like it's one bigger thing. Which is the main plan for whenever I'm going to build the actual insect house slash animal house slash whatever you want to call it. Because I'm going to do habitats that are essentially in the wall, right? Like they're stuck in the wall. So the visitors can only see the front, and in between the pieces we're going to have sort of like some sort of structure that is going to interrupt it, so people can't see that there's a difference from one screen to the other, and from one... Where are my frogs? There we go. From one habitat to the other. Oh my god, it's a shiny puff adder! Yeah, sadly I don't need puff adders right now. Gonna do 4 in each, because they can fit up to 5. And I think it's gonna look better if they're full, because frogs are tiny. You probably don't know what I just talked about for the last 10 hours. Anyways, the plan is to have a lot of bigger boxes, bigger exhibits than these, because I really don't like the fact that all of the exhibits are so small. It just looks so funny when the people are all running around with their ankles stuck in the floor. All of a sudden this building is really popular. Like no one's here. No one is here! Are you telling me that my most interesting animal is... No, it's the wolf, but why is no one... Look at this, there's just no one here. Like there's this one pair of people that are interested in the wolves, and everyone else, the peafowl, are just... Yeah, let's just 2 people are into peafowl. There's no one in here. Like, just straight up no one. The whole place is deserted because everyone is running over to this building to take a look at the frogs. Okay. Yeah, and we're gonna do some wall decor here. I think I can sort of get started on that actually. Theme classic. I just want to know where my pieces are. Right, because basically the idea is... No. Give me back my pillar columns. I just don't want it to snap. Right, we're gonna have these, like, on both sides, essentially. Reach all the way up to the top. So like this, and like that. And, now I have to zoom back in. Come on! Game! Game, no, this is not how we do this. I need to go in. Game. Come on! Sometimes the game just really doesn't like me. And we copy this, and then we, Can you just snap on there, thanks? I hate having to do this because it's always like 1 millimeter off. Right, and then it just looks weird. Now the point with this part is that we have to make sure that we cover the all the lines of the screen. Yeah, okay, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. Actually I think I want something else up top. Yeah. Just what? Maybe like a small decorative wall piece? Some of these just look really, really weird. Where's my wall decor? Where is my wall decor? By the way, yeah, we are still going to decorate this building, don't worry. I didn't forget that I wanted to do that. Isn't there like anything that looks really, really nice and fancy? That isn't also weird. Because, like, yeah, I could pull the whole thing through with these. Which might actually be cool. Yeah, why am I not doing that? Does that look weird? Since technically speaking this is like the insect house. Because here I'm gonna have butterflies, right? So I could, like, do this. It's gonna cut off the top of the screen, but I don't really care. So next would be grabbing this thing here. No, it went the wall, didn't it? Yeah. And then we need to do something for the bottom part as well. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. Can you please snap to the wall? Thank you. And then we're going to copy that whole thing and do it on the other wall as well. There we go. And one more. And the last one, they overlap a bit, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna go and take glass walls. So like the glass house walls, right? And put them in here. Now there is obviously absolutely no need for walls here because there is no house here. Like, you know, we don't need them. But it's gonna make it look like we need them. Gonna give off the idea that there is, in fact, something behind there. Where are the 2-meter wall pieces? Yeah, let's use these. Split from group, move up. Just gonna get them in here. Go. And... right, and then we can just use the screen on the back and pretend like there's something at the back that's not a giant sea lion. Same thing here with the koala. So that's the plan for the 4 pretend houses here. Obviously, we're also gonna have to do some more decoration inside here because right now it looks pretty, yeah, you know, boring. But this took way too long. All of this took way too long. And the people still aren't visiting the zoo. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Please leave me some feedback on whether you'd like to see regular episodes where I decorate this whole thing, or whether you think I should just put that in another sped up episode. And next time we're going to probably finish off the interior here. I'm gonna import some nice screens with butterflies on both sides. We're gonna put those up and we're gonna copy this whole thing over to the other side and decorate the room a little bit because right now it looks pretty bland. I don't know why all the people went to go here. But yeah, as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye!